Hello, thank you for joining me, JDH, on Health Tips with JDH. My name is Janet. I am going to talk today about health tips and using CBD for autoimmune diseases. And we're going to cover a couple in particular, but we're actually going to cover two that I have. I suffer from a double autoimmune disorder, and that is ankylosing spondylitis and rheumatoid arthritis. In a bit, we'll go into more detail over exactly what those are and give you some more information. If you'd like to know more about me and my health conditions, please take a look at my video that I have up in the corner screen. It's Disabled Woman Uses CBD, and it's a long video, so you actually might not make it through it all, but if you make it through the first part, it tells more about my condition and how I've used CBD and how it's helped me. What I plan to cover today is going to be 6 of the different products that I use that have CBD in it, and then a skincare product that I actually use. At the end of this video, I'm going to use that skincare product and let you see what a immediate response it has on the skin. So please stay with us until the end so that you get a chance to see that and how it actually works immediately. Just like a lot of the products that have CBD in them, they work pretty quickly. Some of them have to build up. If you like what you have seen on my channel, or if you think health tips are something that you would like to hear more about, if you would, please click on the button and like my page. And also, if you would, click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I also do a blog that is Health Tips with JDH, and you can find that blog at on my webpage, and it's cbdapothecarysolutions.com. I've got it on the screen right now, and you can click on that, or not click on it, I'm sorry. You can write that down. It's cbdapothecarysolutions.com. And then you just scroll about 2/3 down the page, and you will find my blog. Also, you can subscribe to that, where you'll get a notification when I do new blog posts. It'll alert you and let you know, so you can check those out. Also, I have a Facebook page that you can go to. It's called Health Tips with JDH, and you can follow that page, and it's an interactive group where we engage. And each of the contents, my blog, my YouTube, and my Facebook page, I cover different things. So I don't cover the same thing. So, if this is not for you, maybe my Facebook page or maybe my blog would be. I also do some ebooks as well, and those I usually get out in my Facebook group or in my blog. So back to what we came for, and that is to learn a little bit more about my autoimmune disorders and others' autoimmune disorders and how it might help you. First, we're going to describe and define autoimmune diseases. An autoimmune disease is when the body mistakes its healthy cells for foreign substances, and it attacks them. So it's actually attacking your own body, is attacking itself. An autoimmune disease can affect every part of the body, from your hair and skin to your heart and joints. So it's not just limited to the joints. Next, what we want to define is ankylosing spondylitis. It refers to inflammation of the spine that starts with the lower spine and progresses to the neck. Eventually, the spine may become fused, which is known as what's called a bamboo spine. And ankylosing spondylitis is a systemic disorder that may involve organs such as your eyes, inflammation of the iris, your heart, causing aortic valve disease, the lungs, inflammation of the lining of those lungs, skin. It can cause scaly condition or psoriasis, gastrointestinal tract. It can cause inflammation within the small intestine, which is called ileitis, or it can cause inflammation of the large intestine called colitis. Now, to define rheumatoid arthritis, it's an autoimmune disease in which the body's immune system, which normally attacks foreign substances like bacteria and viruses, mistakenly attacks the joints. Now what we want to talk about is how cannabis can help. What I have on the screen for you now is disease management versus symptom management. What we'll cover is some of the disease management first. Cannabis has preliminary studies that show it works on the same pathway as biologics, especially like Humira and some of the biologics that are like that. I know if you've had an autoimmune disorder, you're familiar with some of these biologics. Endocannabinoid system regulates healing. So our endocannabinoid system can actually help in the healing or remission of autoimmune disorder. I will make a note here that there is no cure that I'm aware of for autoimmune disorders. However, they can go into remission. The next thing under disease management is many are able to reduce or eliminate pharmaceuticals that you're taking. Since the first video that I suggested or mentioned that you watch, which I have up in the corner now, when I first started, after I'd been on it for a month, I had begun to reduce the pain medication by one dose. I've now reduced it by 50%, and I have also completely weaned and gotten off of a muscle relaxer. I have reduced about 3 pills, actually 6 pills over the course of a day that I take in a day. And you can do that and much more. I know people that have come completely off of their pharmaceuticals. The next thing and the last thing on disease management is improvement of your quality of life. And that really is our number one goal. And probably I should have had it at the top of the slide, but it is to improve our quality of life, to live a life as free of pain and symptoms as you possibly can. So now let's cover the symptom management. The first one on the top is pain, which is associated with almost every autoimmune disorder. Nausea. The nausea comes not only with the disease and the fact that we have a lot of gastrointestinal problems, but it also comes from a lot of the medications that we're on. The next thing is spasms. A lot of the autoimmune disorders come with this, but especially the ankylosing spondylitis, since it affects one of the larger muscles in our back and our neck. You get a lot of muscle spasms. I get a lot in my neck, which turn into migraines, which is one of my most difficult problems that is probably the most difficult to maintain, but some of the CBD has helped that tremendously, especially the topicals and the drops. The next thing is neuropathy. We suffer from, a lot of nerves are involved in autoimmune disorders, and so neuropathy is a problem that we struggle with. Also high blood pressure, and insomnia. Again, not only because of the pain that we suffer from insomnia, but some of the medications. And again, just lack of activity and lack of doing much can sometimes create and cause insomnia. The next thing is depression and anxiety. A lot of the autoimmune disorders, people, some of the studies have shown and found that depression is affected by inflammation. And so, by having autoimmune disorder, sometimes it creates and causes the depression, as well as the lifestyle that you begin to have to lead. The chronic pain, the being closed up, not going much, not doing much, a lot of times in the bed. So that creates a lot of depression and, of course, anxiety. Reduces stress and skin issues. And again, we talked about the skin issues, the psoriasis. And again, I'll remind you at the end of this video, I'm going to use one of the products and show you what it's like and how quickly that works.